Alright, this is Danny Danko here with Jackie, the Joke Man Martling.
I have a question, Dan. Okay. Say I grew some pot. Say it was hanging up. Do I leave it hanging up, or what do I do with it? At what point do I take it down? And do I put it in the refrigerator? Do I put it in the freezer? Do I put it in the box somewhere? And do I just cut off the buds? Or do I cut it up and just pick off the buds later? What is the procedure? And don't bogart that joint, my friend. I didn't mean give more to yourself.
Good question, Jackie.
I forget the question.
After you've harvested and you've cut the plant down and you've chopped the branches off and you've hung them up to dry, you want to hang them until...
Now what if... I know somebody that used to hang the whole plant upside down.
You can hang the whole plant, or you can hang individual branches.
Okay.
And in that way, it'll dry a little bit slower, and you'll have a better cure. But once it's hung up like that, you want to leave it hanging in a cool, dark place until instead of bending, the branch will snap. So
once it's dry.
Yeah, which means
it makes excellent firewood. You can start a fire with. No, Froggy.
Once you hang them up and they're dry, you know, and they break to the, you know, instead of bending, that's when you chop them off and you put the little buds into a jar. Now that's the curing process. You come back and you open up that jar, a sealed glass jar. You open it up in an hour or two and you'll see that the buds are moist again. That's the moisture working its way from the middle to the outside of that bud.
Right.
And that's how it cures. And you do that slowly by what we call burping the jar. You open it up once or twice a day and you let the air exchange because it's going to be moist.
Who's got that kind of... I'm not going to burp the jar.
You don't have once a day you can burp the jar?
What if somebody's in New York City and the jar someplace else?
Okay, well, there's ways to cure slowly in paper bags.
Although, you know, there's a lot of unemployment in this country. I'm sure that
you could hire someone.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely opportunities.
A jar burper?
A jar burper. You can hire that person to burp your jar.
Jar burpers, please dial 516-922-9463 and leave a message. Say, I would like to burp Jackie's jar because I need somebody to burp my jar. 516-922-9463. Now, if you had any memory at all, you'd know that that's my filthy dial joke that I've been doing for 33 years.
Yeah, and you get a joke a day, right?
Oh, joke a day, at J Marlow. That's my Twitter. At JMARLOW.
At Twitter, you get a joke a day for a lifetime.
For a lifetime. Every day, 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Once the jar's been burped and the moisture has evened itself out...
Now, can you do a big jar and have zillions of buds in there?
The bigger the jar, the more you'll have to burp it because you could suffer from mold if if you have too much moisture there. But you know, once you've aired it out and it's cured to a level where it's burnable and good, that's when you seal the jar and put it in a cool, dark place. I don't recommend the
So how long
fridge
does this burping process go on? A couple days?
It could be a couple weeks. You know, that's why you hire your jar burper.
Jar burpers need apply. With the sleeping bag. Oh, and if you'd like a joke, Twitter to you every day at 420 at JMarlow. JMARLOW at JMarlow. Once again, High Times presents Free Weed from Danny Danko.
That's at Danny Danko.
Oh, that's your Twitter?
Yeah.
At Danny Danko. Hi, I'm at JMarlow.
J Marlow.
Party.
See you guys on Twitter.
Yes.